you know, it's May at the time of filming this video, and summer is approaching. This is going to be my first summer really doing this whole YouTube thing full throttle. And I remember at the beginning of this year, closing out 2023, beginning of this year, 2024, there was all this like YouTube is changing. And I made a video about the way YouTube is changing. And now going into, or, approaching Q3, so which is mostly summer, I feel like there is more changing going on with YouTube. This is my niche: content creation, creator economy, building a personal brand. Like, that's my area that I focus my content around. And I've just been seeing one, like, I'll link the video where I found this information out from down below. But I guess Mr. Beast is starting to make longer videos and doing away with he called it ADHD editing style. I mean, but for the last 5 months plus, that type of editing has been out the picture. The editing that he is famous for, like, people been moving on from that, so now he's making a pivot within his own content creation. And then Alex Hermosi also is the video I watched talked about how Alex Hermosi is making a pivot because he thought that if he did short form content, it will lead people to watch his long form content, which would lead people into his funnels, into his business. And that's not happening for him, which, that was all, like, that's been a thing. Like, shorts don't give you a high return on investment. So with these bigger creators announcing the pivots that they're making, it's like, okay, so more creators are now going to shy away from the retention style editing and do more laid back style editing. So, if you didn't know that was going on, that's what's going on. There's going to continue to be this, well, I don't know, I don't think I recorded this. I think I was just talking to myself about it. No, I was talking about it on a live stream. And I was saying, like, with the whole TikTok ban potentially happening, and the potential fact that creators from TikTok will come and start trying to be on YouTube and Instagram, that style on TikTok where it's way more laid back and people just kind of post their content. There's not really, you don't need to be polished on TikTok. And that need to not be polished on YouTube is going to continue to happen. Like, my prediction off of very limited research, but with some insight, I feel like this summer we are going to see more people just posting the content without it having to be polished. And I'm excited for that. That's a way that I personally had to trend my content toward, just because, there's these creators on here, and there's a few creators, like, they really into filmmaking, like cinematic filmmaking type of stuff. And I had to, not that I was on that, but it's just I had to, like, that's them. That's what they're into. For me, I just want to get my message out. And in terms of having higher production editing or quality and things of that nature, that can't be my focus in this time of my life. We'll see when the fall comes around. But in this time of my journey, I really just got to focus on filming and getting my message out, and improving how I deliver my message, improving talking to the camera and things like that. So I'm not on TikTok right now. I've experimented with TikTok. I've seen the most success in terms of like views on TikTok and compared to Instagram, except for the one video that has done amazing on my channel. But like, yeah, I have a TikTok with like 200K views. TikToks like with like a few views, like some good views. But it's like cool, you know? What does that even, who gives a fuck? What does that matter? And like, I think about getting into short form content, but it's all about energy management and time management for me. I'm not saying I'm not going to get into short form content. It's pulling at me. It's pulling on my strings. But I'm just trying to tell myself, like, whatever it is you feel like you want to do over there on TikTok or you want to do within a vertical video, can you challenge yourself to make it appropriate for your YouTube channel in any way? Like, that's what I'm telling myself, because this is my priority. And I don't know, like, I think I'm just trying to get myself to not focus too much on short form content because it hasn't proven to be fruitful. It's fruitful as like a touch base. Like if I post a short on here and you watch my long form videos, my short might come up in your shelf and you might want to click on it just to see what am I talking about. Like what you just want to, it might pique your curiosity, but I just don't feel like I need to do that right now. I just don't feel like I need to do that right now. Another thing that I feel like is going to be happening in the creator space in the summer. It's funny because this was my whole thing regardless, but I feel like more creators who have been able to monetize outside of Google AdSense and have done that successfully, I think they're going to be sharing more of their tips on how they've been able to do that, because I think within this creator space, people are becoming more vocal about not relying on AdSense, or people are also becoming more vocal about not only relying on brand deals. So let me just clarify, when I say like people are going to be sharing more of their tips and tricks on monetizing outside of AdSense, they're going to be sharing more about how to make a creator business, how to build a business around your YouTube channel. And I just find it interesting. It's a collective conscious. You know, I can't ever deny, like, I'm a creative. These people are creatives. It's in the atmosphere. But what I'm trying to get to is like, that's my whole deep down. That is like what I want people to know and understand. You can do YouTube, but this is a business builder. You should start your YouTube channel and treat it like a business as you're building it, and prepare to make a business from it, from this audience that you're building. That's been my whole thing on the low key, on the underground. Like, I remember when I was planning out my first 4 videos to start my YouTube channel, all of them had to do with like the topic of starting a business. Should it be a digital, should it be product based or service based? Should it be like the videos about how to not rely on brands, how to get out of your own way? And you may have been so successful with content creation, you're just scared to step out and start your business. Like, it was all that type of topics, and I just didn't post them. I didn't create them because I didn't feel like I had the social proof to be talking about that type of stuff, which is fine. I didn't. So I just feel like more people are going to be sharing that knowledge and information, and I'm happy about it. I feel like we all can learn from it. I feel like we all can gain from that. I just said the same thing basically twice, which I do often in these little types of videos. But and then I feel like I have one more thing that I think is going to just become more prevalent. People are gonna catch on to. I don't know how to put it. But personal branding, right? It's all about timing. I wish you could understand the dialogue going on in my mind. With personal branding, I feel like more creators are going to take building their personal brand seriously. They're going to take that aspect of creating content more seriously. And I want you to start to pay attention to creators that you watch, your favorite creators. I want you to pay attention to their moves throughout the rest of this year. Let's just focus on summer. As we prepare for summer to come, and as summer, once it arrives, like, what are their moves? And in general, I just want you to pay attention to just larger creators and how are they taking their personal brands more seriously. What are the different tweaks and changes that you can tell that they're making? Pay attention to that, because it's going to be a good space for you to pull from for how you can build your personal brand as a content creator, as a business owner. I really feel like whether it remains something more on the underground, or if it becomes more mainstream in the creator space, either way, I'm going to be happy about it. But personal branding, people are starting to wake up to that. They are. And when I say people, I mean creators from small to big is just starting to recognize, okay, let me be intentional about this. And I was actually listening to a Think Media podcast this week.
And so first of all, what is a brand by your definition?
Yeah. So what a brand is by my definition, I actually like to really start with what brand isn't, because I think it's not a lot of things that people say that it is or think that it is. For example, it's not a logo. A logo is a very useful tool for a business, but it's not the brand. A brand is not a product. A brand is not your community. A brand is not a niche. What branding really is a result. It is the customer's gut feeling about the product, the service, the company, whatever it is that you're throwing out at them. They're going to take all of that you throw at them, and they're going to make something out of it. But they're making it and they're creating it. So really, in a sense, brand equals your reputation. It's the perception that people have of what you throw out at them.
But that's what I think. I think personal branding is going to be a big thing in the creator economy, in the creator space. So look out for that stuff. Do you have any predictions for the creator economy? Are you like seeing some different things crop up? Different tweaks, different just movements, subtle movements in this space, in the YouTube space? Please let me know. Keep me informed. Let's keep each other informed. And we'll see what happens. The last thing that I would say, if you're still here with me, shout out to you. The summertime is a time to eat. It's a time to eat. This, like April was more of a relaxed month for me. It was kind of like a month where I pulled back a little bit just to recover from doing 30 days of live streaming in March. We're about 10 days into May and I'm on my vacation. But when I return back home, I am getting into strategy mode and I'm getting into planning mode and I'm getting ready to execute some of my big ideas I haven't had a chance to execute because you know how I could get. So I want to execute big ideas in the summer and really use the summer to eat, like really build my channel this summer. I want to do that because more people are relaxing in the summer and more people should be watching YouTube. People should be getting ready to level up in themselves as creators or business owners, which is the people that I like to talk to, like, you have to take in consideration your audience and what does the summertime mean for them? What are people in your audience really trying to do with these summer months? Take that into consideration and let that influence the video ideas you execute and you create. I want to get a lot of videos out. I want to just really make it a good summer for me as a content creator, and I think that you should be doing the same thing. So let's eat. Let's eat. Let's eat. You guys take care. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.